In the last decade, opioid use has increased dramatically. Opioids are a class of drugs which include heroin, pain relievers like Oxycontin, Vicodin, morphine, among others. Though prescribed opioids are generally safe for short periods of time, because it produces euphoria in addition to pain relief, they are often misused, which may lead to dependence, addiction, overdose incidents, or even death. Studies have suggested that surgical patients, especially those undergoing orthopedic surgery, are at a higher risk of developing chronic opioid use. A 2018 study has found that current discharge instructions from hospitals have not been sufficient enough to educate patients about the medications they are using and the dangers of opioid dependence. This study hopes to determine if patient education in regards to their analgesic medications can be the first line of defense to the opioid epidemic. Our goal is to target adults undergoing orthopedic surgery and assess patient knowledge of opioids and their knowledge of alternative pain treatment methods. To achieve this, we aim to assess patient opioid knowledge, which we hope will reveal whether patients' medicinal knowledge is associated with opioid abuse in adults after orthopedic surgery.
In order to answer our research question, we chose to target a population of individuals 18 years of age or older who were scheduled to undergo an orthopedic surgery. We chose to only enroll adults since the majority of individuals under the age of 18 would most likely have different experiences with opioids and postoperative pain management. We also chose to only approach patients undergoing orthopedic procedures due to their higher risk of developing chronic opioid usage. According to a 2017 article published in the Annals of Surgery, investigators found that 23.8% of their orthopedic patients were still using opioids 3 months after their surgery. In another study published the same year, investigators found that 13.7% of their orthopedic surgery patients were dependent upon opioid medications 4 months after their surgery. Since there are over 5 million orthopedic surgeries recorded annually across the United States, it was clear to us that the population needed to be further studied. We chose to approach our research question with a longitudinal observational cohort study. Longitudinal studies follow participants over a specific period of time. In this case, we chose to follow our patients from the time that they scheduled their surgery up to 6 months after the procedure. The study design permitted us the unique opportunity to analyze our subjects' baseline knowledge of opioid medications and follow their postoperative experiences.
Convenience sampling is a non-probability technique with no formal sampling frame and uses pre-existing groups to gather participants. Being very simplistic in nature, it is one of the most popular sampling techniques in health promotion. We chose the convenience sampling method to gather study participants because of this convenience. Since our target population is adults scheduled for orthopedic surgery, there is a wealth of information to be found at orthopedic clinics at nearby hospitals. Data will be collected in the form of surveys and interviews before and after orthopedic surgery, in a space where participants have privacy and feel safe. This should ensure the quality of data collected. Quantitative data will be collected in 3 segments. 1, pre-surgery. Information collected will be participant information like age, sex, and medication knowledge. A question on this survey will be, do you agree with the following statement? I am well informed about the alternative treatments for post-operative pain. The response selections will include strongly agree, neutral, disagree, or strongly disagree. Another question will be, have you in the past 5 years been prescribed opioid medication to alleviate pain? Yes or no. The next survey will be taken 1 week post-surgery and collect information on participant medication experience in and out of the hospital. A question that will be on this survey is, after surgery, did you agree with the prescription amount issued by your doctor? The response selection will be strongly agree, neutral, disagree, or strongly disagree. Another question on this survey will be, did your doctor or nurse offer alternative methods to alleviate pain aside from opioid? Yes or no. The next survey will be taken 6 months post-surgery and collect information on patient opioid experience after surgery. A question on this survey will be, if you were prescribed an opioid, how long was your prescription? A, 3 days or less. B, 4 to 7 days. C, 8 to 14 days. D, 15 to 30 days. E, more than 1 month. F, I still have a prescription. G, this does not apply to me. Another question on this survey will be, did you ever feel that you were dependent on your prescription opioids to get through your daily activities? Yes, no, or this does not apply to me. Qualitative data will be taken in the form of interviews. One interview will be taken pre-surgery and collect information on the patient's opioid epidemic experience and personal opioid use. Questions will include, what do you know about the ongoing opioid epidemic in the United States? And in what ways do you feel you can be affected by the opioid epidemic, and what are your opinions of it? The next survey will be taken 6 months post-surgery and collect information about participant personal opioid experience after surgery. Questions will include, if you used opioid medications post-surgery, what was your experience with opioid medications like? Another question will be, if you used alternative pain medications, how effective did you feel each of those medications were? Ethical considerations will be maintained throughout the study. Respect for persons is maintained through the use of consent forms, which every participant will sign. Beneficence is maintained through serial number assignment and disposal of personal information. All participants will be assigned a random 4-digit serial number that will be used to track their responses. All personal information with their 4-digit serial number will be kept on a separate document with restricted access. After the study is completed, all documentation, including personal information, will be destroyed. Justice is maintained because the participants are direct beneficiaries of this study. With current analgesic practices, everyone is at risk of opioid addiction and overdose. This study aims to improve conditions of the opioid epidemic in the U.S. Participants will receive a $25 Amazon gift card. This should increase interest in participation.